This is Solo P1. Welcome to F1 Race Weekend Review. We're going to be talking about Qatar. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. I didn't really watch much of it this weekend. I think after the championship from last week, when Max Verstappen won the title, I kind of backed off from F1 a little bit because I just thought to myself, there's no point of really watching it unless you really care about the constructors title, which is between Ferrari and McLaren. Apart from that, season is basically done. But I'm going to bring in my co-Q's, my partner in crime. He's Toto Hammer. Big up, bro. Toto Hammer. Big up.
Yeah, big up, man.
There you go. Yeah, I was just basically saying the season's finished. Max Verstappen won the title over a week ago now. And I thought to myself, because the season's finished now, there's no I was kind of backed off from the F1 this weekend. I didn't really watch much of it.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch the practice sessions. I'm the guy who always watches everything. But I kind of backed off from it, and I just thought, season's finished now. They're going to wrap up in Abu Dhabi 2021. Abu Dhabi 21. They're going to wrap up in Abu Dhabi, and then it's going to be done. Lewis Hamilton's going to walk off into the sunset, into another team. Ferrari, hopefully Ferrari can get them stuff together. And yeah, that'll be the season finished. Yeah, what are you saying, man? What do you think of the weekend? I'm gonna turn it down.
I think I'm similar to you. I'm saying I did watch the race, but even when I'm watching the race, I actually try to take notes and stuff. But on the key parts, really, the race. But I think the whole race, I didn't really enjoy this weekend. I did not enjoy this weekend. I thought it would spice things up a bit, the sprint and all that, sprint quali, sprint race. Norris winning the sprint race, and to add more points onto constructors. But I think overall, I don't think it's a good weekend. I didn't really pay attention much to practice. Really, I just pay attention to the sprint race and the quali and the race. That's all I did. That's all I did really for this weekend. But this week I did not enjoy it.
Yeah, for me, it's because, like I said, season's finished now. Max Verstappen's the champion. And yeah, it was like a weekend. There was a bit of controversy regarding Russell, which I'll probably talk about now, really. That was probably the highlight of the weekend. I think it was during the sprint race, sprint qualifying, and something happened between them two. I think that basically Max Verstappen got a one-place grid penalty because Russell said that he cut. It was something like that. Something happened between the two. Max Verstappen was out on the news, and he was saying that Russell's not a nice person. I've tried to be nice. Yeah, right. You really tried to be nice, Max Verstappen. Really. And basically what he said is that Russell was talking rubbish. Russell's basically calling Russell fake. He said he's completely different the way he's in real life than he's on camera. He's a completely different person. And he said he don't respect him. And he was saying stuff like that. There was heated arguments between the two. And when he was saying this, Russell was sitting next to him. It's not like he was saying it with just him and with one person. It was in the press conference. There was three of them there. Him, Lando and Russell. So we basically, something happened between them two. But yeah, that's it really, what happened on the weekend. The race was kind of boring. I watched parts of the race. Not many overtakes. There was a few safety cars. Lewis started off good. Even though he came back, the safety car come out. Didn't really. It was kind of in his favour, the first safety car, and then all of a sudden his car started to dismantle on him. He asked. I think he asked the engineer. He asked Bono, "I'm going to bring the car in," and Bono said, "Nah, stay out," because there was a chance his car was going to break down. I think Lewis had enough of the car, and at the end of the race, he was speaking to a few reporters saying, "Look, I can't wait until I leave this car," and it's a shame really because Lewis Hamilton is going out like that. He's leaving a team that he's had so much success. And you remember, this is the first time now in a long time that when he leaves Mercedes, he won't be in the Mercedes engine because when he was at McLaren, it was a Mercedes engine. He's always drove in a Mercedes engine. So it's going to be weird for him going to Ferrari. It's a new challenge, but it's a shame that his career at Mercedes is ending like this. You know, it's ending like this. That why is his car breaking down? Why is his car feels dodgy? You know,
Yeah.
I don't understand. I just don't understand. And all this is happening in the space of 6 weeks because 6 weeks ago, I think it was about 40 points 30 plus points in front of George Russell. Now Russell's past him, and maybe this was their, I don't know, maybe this was their mission. I don't know. There's a lot of controversy regarding that, but it just doesn't sit right with me the way Lewis Hamilton is leaving Mercedes. You know, I don't know how you feel.
Um, I think overall that we all know why. We all know why
Yeah,
they're putting his car down. And that, you can see Lewis in the radio, as you mentioned, he's had enough. Lewis is in the main radio, so Bono was saying something wrong with his car, and then Lewis said, "Is his car broken or what?" You know,
yeah,
so
yeah,
you can see the frustration. He needs a new start, and you can see in the interviews he said, "I'm not fast anymore." That's not like Lewis, you know. He says he's
yeah.
not fast anymore, and it's basically what he says. He's not fast anymore in the interviews, and it's not like Lewis for him to say that. It's nowhere near like Lewis to
No,
say that. So you can see he's broken inside. You know, I would be as well for racing the team since I was only young. Because even though he was in McLaren, it's still called McLaren Mercedes.
that's what I just said.
So
I know.
he was, yeah, he was there into McLaren days and the Mercedes days, and yeah, he would feel. I would feel like that. You know, driving for him that long, just to screw him. You know, over a season, and you know, and I don't know why they're screwing him for, because it's not like they're going to win the title anyway. That one not in the season. That won no constructors, and they haven't won no drivers. I don't know why they're screwing Lewis for
I don't
what.
know.
I know he's on the way out, and I don't want him to have the New York grade. That's probably why, in it. But it is
I
a bit
don't know.
disrespectful from my end from racing for that long for him. And yeah, that's my view on it. It's just
It's just like it's just he's had so much success. He's never got to grips with these regulations. He was saying before Toto was speaking to Ted, and Ted said, "Why do you think Lewis can't get the hang of this car?" All of a sudden, he was all right in the summer. You know, when like Silverstone and that, he was driving good. He had the better of Russell there, and the commentators on Sky just continue to say Russell's in front of Lewis. Russell's in front of Lewis. That's all they ever say. Russell this, Russell that, Russell that. Russell's getting more points in front of Lewis, and they like to push that agenda on him. And it is what it is, isn't it? Look, we know how they are. They'll never change. They've got a script where they have to read off, and obviously they like to, when they talk about Lewis, they say, "Oh, Lewis Hamilton, this." But when I mention Russell and Lando, they all say the Brits. You get me? The Brits. But when it regarding Lewis Hamilton, they never say the Brits of the States, Lewis Hamilton, which I find a bit weird as well because he's British. But yeah, you can just see that he's just not happy. And what doesn't sit right with me is I wish Bono would have went with him. To Mercedes. I wish Bono would have went with Lewis. You think that would have been good for Lewis, or do you think he's just
I
good that he
reckon
should break away?
I always thought that Bono was going to come with him.
Yeah,
Because he's been Mercedes. Bono's been with him for ages and ages now. I thought Bono was going to come with him. Of course, he's going to stay in Mercedes, but yeah, I thought it would have been. I thought Lewis would feel a lot more better if Bono would have come in, but again, he's coming to a team with a fresh start. And I think the main part about it is because his car's slow and screwing him. Of course, he'll feel better if Bono was coming with him. But yeah, I think it's just a team by screwing them over. And one thing to mention, it's just coming that Ocon will not race for Alpine at the end of the season. You won't. Basically, he'll still race for Alpine next season, but
yeah.
not for Abu Dhabi. He's not going to race in Abu Dhabi. So he's going to be released to the Haas team because Ocon's racing for Haas next season. Sorry, I said Alpine. He's racing for Haas. So yeah, that's what's coming now.
Yeah, but usually in Abu Dhabi, they usually do.
Yeah, but yeah, post-season test. Yeah,
I was on mute. Could you? I was on mute for a little bit.
I can hear.
I'm not. Yeah, but I was on mute. I got it off now. I'm not sure if Lewis is gonna beat Charles for qualifying at this stage of his career. But I think race pace and that, I think he'll be there because we know Lewis. Yeah, he's not good at. He's good at. He's not so much good at qualifying now, but it's the race pace. Or maybe when the new cars come, he'll nail it. Because Toto was saying also to Ted that with Lewis, he likes to late brake into the corners, and with these new cars, it's very hard to do that. To late brake, you can't get the good late brake in it because of the way the cars are, and he reckons that's why he's struggling. But that could be all bollocks. We don't know. Toto, he's a salesman. We don't know. But I don't think Toto would deliberately screw Lewis. This is what I can't get that, because they're good friends. I know it's business, it's business, but I don't think Toto would deliberately himself screw over Lewis just for a few extra points because Mercedes are not winning anything. The only thing I can think of is the board up there said, you know what, we don't want Lewis leaving here with in front on top. So we'd rather Russell leaving and the outgoing guy, like Lewis is the outgoing driver, he comes second. But again, that's just conspiracy theories, isn't it?
Do you think that I don't? Do you think that Lewis is even gonna race for Abu Dhabi? Because I don't think he is.
I don't know.
Racing Abu Dhabi. I would like to see him race at Abu Dhabi. I think Jenson Button was mentioning that. Will he race or will he not?
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think he's gonna race in Abu Dhabi. That's just me because I think he's sick and tired of the team. And he's not going to waste any more time. If I was Lewis, I wouldn't even race in Abu Dhabi.
I would.
You could just round up the season, but I think the team needs to learn that. I just don't think Lewis is in the mood for it because you can see that he's broken. He's broken. He deserves a new team and new, people that appreciate him.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I appreciated. Hamilton and Noel winning back-to-back constructors and drivers titles.
Yeah.
Right. But he needs a fresh start with people at the moment that appreciates him.
I know.
So to me, I don't think he's going to race. More likely, but to me, I don't think he's going to race for Abu Dhabi.
He could be because I know he said that at Brazil. He said that at the end of the Brazil race, if this is the last race. I want to thank everybody for what they've done over the past 10 years to help me get what I get. So he was thanking the team, and everybody thought that was speculation was going around. That was his last race. That was in Brazil, but again he turned up for Qatar. I don't think Lewis is going to go out that way. I think Lewis is going to fight to the end. He's going to do whatever he can in the last race to win. Try and win the race. It's not impossible. So I don't think I don't think he'll be hurting now, but I think when the weekend comes, when Abu Dhabi comes, he's going to be ready and he's going to be going because Lewis is a strong character, man. He's not just going to go off in the middle of the night and then disappear. He's going to fight to the end because that's what made him an 8-time world champion. That he fights to the end. So yeah, I don't think Lewis is going to be Miss Abu Dhabi. I think he's going to be there. But that was the weekend, man. So, what do you think of the race results?
Race results, Max winning. I think it's not a surprise, really. I think the FIA just gave it the split personalities. FIA, man, split minds.
I know.
Give him a penalty, then change to a one-place grid penalty. What is a one-place grid penalty gonna do? I don't remember the last time they actually gave out a one-place grid penalty.
I know.
It's been quite some time because that rarely happens. It's usually if you have, a problem with your car or something, the 5-place grid penalty, and if you're taking two part from your car, it's a 10-place grid penalty.
Yeah.
Right, or start from the pits, whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
But these FIA people, man, it's so corrupt.
Yeah, I know. It is what it is. Look.
It's no impact. He goes and win the race anyway.
It's weird.
I think the race results crap. I think the race was crap. It was boring. But yeah, that's my overall view.
It was boring. It was boring. It was a boring race
There's nothing to talk about either.
all right. I know you got the commentators trying to do the best to try and push the constructors. Yeah, I at these points I would like Ferrari to win it. Because Lewis is going to Ferrari next year, and they'll be the number one team. They get that big money, millions and millions of pounds extra. And it'll be good when Ferrari will have that boost. It'd be nice to see Lewis in the red in the number one garage to say, yeah, we're the world champions. That'd be cool. But I think McLaren's going to do it. I know it's going to come down to the last race, but I think McLaren's going to beat them to the constructors. But we'll see what happens in Abu Dhabi. But like I said, I want Ferrari to do it. But it is what it is, isn't it? So yeah, that was I'm going to finish with the roll. Top 5 was Verstappen, Leclerc, Piastri, Russell, and Gasly. So Gasly getting in there again, getting some points for the Alpine. Do you know if Gasly's going to be at another team next year? I'm not sure if he's going to be at another team.
There's no news. I know that Ocon's going to Haas. But
Yeah.
I saw nothing about.
I think this is Magnussen's last as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of I heard that one year Joe's sticking around.
Yeah. Joe. I think Joe's staying. You know what's funny? Yeah,
he's going to be a reserve driver.
Yeah. You know what's funny, Solo?
No.
Is that Formula One's promoting a battle for second place. Lando and Leclerc. There's only 8 points between them.
Really?
Imagine if Leclerc tips him and Norris gets third.
Really? Is that the points between them two? I thought Norris was way ahead of Leclerc.
No, because that's why Norris has bottled all them races. Getting low points and then races, Leclerc and Ferrari's been killing it. Always getting up there. Now there's only 8 points in it. So whoever finishes in front wins, gets second.
No way.
So,
which doesn't really mean. Oh yeah, he's catching up. There's 4. Yeah, but I can see it. Lando Norris is on 349, and Leclerc's on 341. Oh my dear. Yeah, but again, he didn't just bottle it. What it is, right? The reason why don't get me wrong, the team orders should have came in at Hungary, like Villeneuve said. But at the end of the day, even if the team orders would have come in then, it still would have been behind Max Verstappen where he done himself. Remember them races where there was like 5 races. There was about 4 races where Max Verstappen didn't win nothing, and he didn't win as well. Them races he should have won. Monaco he should have won. He should have won Silverstone. He should have won. You remember when he got close to Silverstone, but Lewis won. And I'm glad that Lewis won. He should have won Silverstone. He should have won Monaco, and he should have won Monza. And there was another one because I think Leclerc won 2. I think Sainz won 1, and Lewis won 1. So there's about 4 or 5 races there. If he would have won them 4 or 5 races, or at least half of them, he would have been right there by Max Verstappen. But he never. They did. That's where he cost the points. And obviously, if they would have done the team orders early, it would have helped as well. It was all strategy from. It was partly strategy by McLaren, and then races that he didn't win, where Max didn't win. That's where he lost the points. Because you think about it, right? In some of them races, Max didn't even get in the top 4. Monaco, I don't think Max was in the top 4. Monza, Max wasn't even in the top 4. Max didn't even get on the podium for at least 4 races this year. Max was not even on the podium. Imagine if Lando would have won them races. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So them ones, you go back. You go look at all the. I'll go back. I'm gonna go back there. Look at all these races now. Look at all these races that he should have won. Right, I'm gonna go at the full schedule. Right, so let's start from thingy. Here we go. Imola, Max won Imola. It all started to go wrong in Monaco. Look at Monaco now. Look at the top 3 in Monaco. Charles Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Carlos Sainz, no Lando Norris, and that was Monaco. Canada, Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, George Russell. And when you look on Spain, Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, that's where he bottled it, yeah. He bottled it in Spain, which he should have won Spain, and he never. Austria, George Russell. Look at this in Austria. George Russell won 1. I didn't even know George Russell won 1. He won. George Russell won Austria. Guess who was second? Oscar Piastri. third, Carlos Sainz. Was that the one where he crashed out? They crashed out, innit?
Yeah.
Him
Yeah,
and
I think,
Max.
yeah.
And then you look at Hungary. Oscar Piastri again. Lando Norris. Look at that. Why didn't the team tell him to move over? Look at that one there, right there. That's the one where they made a mistake in Hungary. I remember you talking about this on the video. You said this on the video. You remember?
All them little points make a difference.
Yeah, I know. You see what Oscar Piastri there. Hungary.
You would have won that race.
Look at Hungary. Lando second, Oscar Piastri first. The team then should have told him to move over. I remember you saying that. And you said that will cost them. Belgium. Let's look at Belgium. Lewis Hamilton won Belgium. Look at that. Lewis Hamilton won Belgium. Guess who was second? Oscar Piastri.
Yeah.
Where was Lando? Fifth place. Guess who was in front of him? Max Verstappen. You see what I'm saying? See, I would agree with you, right, about the team. That the team should have done more to put Lando in the best possibility in front of his teammate. They should have brought the team orders in early, like Villeneuve said, and they never. Plus, them races that Max didn't win, he should have won. And that's where he lost so much points. And they'll go through this with the debrief. They'll go over it together, where they make a mistake. And next year, they're going to try and rectify it. But I think this was Lando's best chance of winning the title this year. And I think he blew it. He blew it. The team blew it. And overall, in the bigger picture, that should have called team orders, even before Hungary. You know, even before the Hungary. If they knew they had a better... See, they knew for Miami, right? They knew for Miami that his car was fast. And by Miami, I think Lando was about 20 points in front of Oscar Piastri, or 25 points. And what they should have done then is, right, Lando, you're the guy. You're the guy who's going to win this. We're going to put everything behind you. But they never. They said, oh, we're going to have the team together. We have to have the team. We're going to do everything properly. We're going to give everybody a chance. Villeneuve said, what do you mean everybody a chance? You want to win a world title? It's not school. It's not the playground. You put everything behind Lando Norris. And they never, and they made a mistake. What's your thoughts on that, Vingy? What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah,
you think they're going to learn from it? You think they're going to learn from it?
They should learn from it, because they could have got back-to-back. Of course, they're more likely to get this constructed. I still think Ferrari could pull it off.
I think they can as well. But I just think he's going to beat them.
If McLaren does throw away this, if one of them drivers get a DNF, it's all over.
Yeah. Any of them, yeah.
Right. So McLaren's got to work on, at least getting the car to the finish, because anything can happen in the race. Yeah. Anything can happen. McLaren seems to be very, very reliable this season. But they just need to focus on getting the car to the end of the race and try to finish up there.
But do you know what I mean by the result? When you look at that result, and when you go through all the results, yeah? When you go through all the results and you look at the mistakes that McLaren made, not putting Lando in the best possibility to win, and the races that Max didn't win, Oscar won. Because there was about 3 races I just called out there, yeah? There was about 3 races that I just called out that when Max never won, Oscar Piastri was like second or first. You get me? That's where McLaren, and like what do they all say in life? Nice guys finish last, don't it? Yeah. In life, in sports, if you're too nice, because Formula 1 is a ruthless business. Look, you're in go-karts, and go-karts are ruthless. Go-kart is ruthless, and that's go-karting. People say there's no politics in go-karting. There is.
Oh,
there is. There's politics in go-karting, right? So, it's what McLaren... Because I think the reason why McLaren were like this, because they're not used to being in this position. The last time they was in this position, it was 2012 when Lewis was there. You understand? About 2012 when Lewis was there, that's the last time they was in this position. So, they're not... Red Bull, obviously, they're used to being in there. Mercedes are used to being in there. Even Ferrari to an extent. But McLaren is not used to being in this position. And I think they've made a mistake. And then they're going to look back at this when they look back at this at the debrief. They're going to sit down with each other. They're going to say, you know what? Maybe we should have had Lando as the main driver a long time ago. He was the only one who could have realistically caught Max Verstappen. And they blew it. I think they blew it for him. I think they kind of screwed him. They don't know it yet, but I think they're looking at it from the outside. I think they kind of screwed him. And I think this is where the frustration is coming from with Lando Norris now. So much points lost. And it is what it is, isn't it? So you can say your last word before we do one. Yeah, I know I talked a lot, but I just like to talk because, it's one of them.
Yeah, I think, last race, Abu Dhabi, if McLaren somehow does not pull off the constructors, it's going to be a very, very disappointing season.
Yeah.
You know, all that work, all that fighting, all that mess up to absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Get the seat. Look, it's the worst feeling to come out the season finishing absolutely nothing in your pocket. Of course, you're going to get some bonuses for finishing. Of course, going to get bonuses for finishing top 3. But the big bonus, that's what the constructors, that's what the team wants. That's what they're going to have. That's what they're going to have the celebration on. Because look how crafty Mercedes were. When Lewis, won his title in my opinion, but in the books when he lost the title against Max Verstappen, which was FIA human error. Yeah. And they went forward and protested it. Only once left it there, and next day all night they were partying. The Mercedes team was partying. Toto was partying.
Yeah.
They do not give one bit about the driver's title. So as McLaren, they don't give one bit. They don't prioritise drivers. Of course, they prioritise drivers, obviously. Every single contract, they prioritise driver, even equal status, driver 1, driver 2. Right? That's how they do it.
But they've never done it with McLaren, though.
They never done it with McLaren.
That's what the mistake they made.
These stupid papaya rules, which got absolutely nowhere.
Yeah.
And they threw away the drivers, but they still got a chance for the constructors. That's what they're concentrating on. So McLaren should turn up.
You think that Red Bull would ever prioritise? They prioritise Max Verstappen from race 1.
Yeah.
From race 1, but when we were 5 races in, you could clearly see that Lando Norris was the main driver. He was the main driver. So I don't understand why they messed around. I'm never gonna get this why they messed around. I remember that even Ted was saying, "Look, don't you think Lando Norris is the main driver? Lando Norris is the main driver. He's the only one realistically what can catch Max Verstappen. Don't you think he should be the main driver?" You know what the guy said? "Oh, it's not like this at McLaren. We like to give everybody an equal chance. We're going to be equal." And there's Villeneuve. This is not school. This is not a playground. This is Formula 1. You get your driver and say, right, you're the one who's going to be the main driver. Go get him. And if they would have done that, what you said, I remember you said it clearly so many times. If they would have done that, Lando Norris would have been fighting for the title now, but they blew it. And it is what it is. It's the end now. So we're going to end this. How long was the video for? 36 minutes, so it's not that bad. And we're going to go straight into the debrief. We're going to talk about strategy and stuff like that, guys. Remember that will be on pre-record, and that will be on the podcast shortly. So, see you later, guys. Big up to everybody. If you want Toto, anything to say before you go? You got anything coming up on your channel?
Of course, yeah. I got the debrief coming up next. And,
I know that I'm on about your little side thing.
Oh yeah, go on my Twitter, all stuff on there, TikTok as well, videos, upload promotions and all that. YouTube, keep an eye on my YouTube because hopefully I'll be getting a karting session in next week or the week after. So go check that out. I'm gonna make a vlog, so I'm gonna start doing vlogs on my YouTube for the because I usually don't do vlogs. The karting place I usually do vlogs and donate them. Yeah. But I'm gonna start, because I got my laptop and I can, got my editing software on there, and I've got storage, so I can edit my vlogs in a way. And check that out.
Yeah, that's it, man. Big up. It is what it is. This is what happens when we don't watch the F1. We ain't got a clue what to say when we come on. We just gotta wing it. Basically, this video, right? This video was the classic winger. The classic wing. Usually we want Formula 1. We got our notes, and we're regimented proper. But with this one, we ain't got a clue. We're just ultimate wing. But it is what it is. It's the end of the season. Max has won the title. Who cares?
I don't care about it.
Exactly. Nobody cares. So big up to everyone. Remember to smack that like button. See you later, guys. Debrief next. Bye.
On the brakes, Leclerc has that inside line. Perez goes off the track, comes into gate, off goes Leclerc.